Yeah. Right. Yeah. Look, it's time to eat, get behind the beast. Done visualize this game all throughout my sleep. As long as I'm awake, I'm gon' grind and feast. Like a bear, like a wolf, tell him grab a seat. It's hunting season. 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 It's hunting season.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Hunting Season Podcast with me, TheBear, and that guy over there, TheWolf. Say what's up to him, Wolf.
What up, dog?
And we got a real special guest today, Mr. Dave Anderson, better known as the Business Bully. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing, Barry? Everything good?
Absolutely. Typically what we do when we have a guest come on, we have them tell where they're originally from and then tell a little bit about themselves, because I don't want to introduce you and put you in a box. You do so many things out here, so go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah. I was born by the river. No. No, I'm from Philly, you know.
Okay.
It's all I know. I love Philadelphia. It's my home. Lived in 19 states, but like I love this place. I'm here now. You know, I'm an entrepreneur. I started my career in radio when I was 9 years old, retired at 35, made millions for so many different people. And I realized that I wasn't getting no return. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need to go ahead and get this here back. So I decided to retire at 34, and I just put my nose to the grindstone and just kept working. I own 12 businesses on 6 continents. So,
wow.
You know, I can't get nothing popping in Antarctica, but other than that, like,
you know what? We're not gonna hold that against you, man. We're not gonna hold that against you. Before we really get into the questions, I'm gonna just go ahead and geek out real quick. I'm not quite sure where I heard this, right? Not too many people even know what Mensa is, especially not too many Black people that I run across. But I know I heard you say that you have a Mensa pen. Can you tell me a little bit about Mensa as a society and kind of what that process and what that was for you, and if it opened up any doors for you?
Well, I mean, for me, like it was so long ago. The thing of it is, it's an organization, it's a society of individuals that have genius level IQs. I'm in it, Jodie Foster's in it. There's a lot of, you know, different types of people that are in it, you know, and I always tell people, like, don't get caught up in that. I feel like everybody's a genius. You just got to find what your genius is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to think that, you know, my genius was that I could regurgitate whatever you got. I got a near photographic memory, that type of thing. And then I thought my genius was, well, I'm a dope ass DJ, you know, and I thought my genius was, you know, I'm a dope stand-up comedian. And then I realized that my genius, aside from all of those things, which is still true, is that I'm able to look at somebody's situation and say, this is what you need to do in order to make money. You know, I think that you don't need a Mensa pen in order to do that. I don't think that, you know, anybody cares what kind of grades you got in high school or if you're in the National Honor Society. It's a cool little thing. Like, I'll tell people, because a lot of times what'll happen is they'll try to diminish your intelligence and insult it. And I'm like, you do know I got a Mensa pen, right? That means I'm white people genius. Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, I'm a genius by their standards. So now, like, I'm not some Kanye shit running around here making derelict clothes like I'm in Zoolander talking about I'm a genius. Like, no, dog, like, I do this for real. Like, I write bestsellers in a weekend. Like, so there's a certain level of put some respect on my name, which is probably why you heard that. But yeah, man, like, I'm a straight up nerd, bro. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing what else comes out from, you know, from the MCU. Like, I'm about to get on my Marvel Unlimited on my iPad tonight when I'm, you know, unwinding. You know, I love just being able to live life on my terms. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's the most important thing. But yeah, I mean, there are benefits. It's cool. And it's like any other society, man. Like, it has its things about it. And it's just what it is. It's one of those things. You take the test, boom, 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 you can pass it. You could be a Mensa member right now. All you got to do is go to the website and see if you can take the test.
Yeah, that's facts. Now I'm well aware of how you get in and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
super
for
super.
everybody else.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
But
I know you smart.
I know I'm smart too. We gonna leave that alone though. Go ahead, Wolf. What you got?
I'm just happy to see Dave in here.
Absolutely.
It's been
Gratitude.
a major gratitude. It's been a pleasure to be engaged in the courses that I'm in. But Dave, a quick question for the people who don't know, and I don't know if they've been hiding up under a rock or wherever the hell they've been, but who is the business bully?
The business bully is a dude that lives in a world that treats accountability like somebody's picking on you. You know, when I was a kid, you know, I'm like, my brother got all the athletics. Like if we were lions, you know what I'm saying? He'd be Mufasa, I'd be Scar, because I'm not the athletic dude. My brother won two championship high school championship rings. You know what I mean? My brother like dunked on Rasheed Wallace. Like my brother was a beast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an athlete dude. Like I can't do that. So I focus on the thing that I could focus on, which is the ability to just, you know, educate people and, you know, make my world better from that standpoint and, you know, put things in place that would allow people to grow. And I think because I'm so big on accountability, because here's the thing, right? Every time I step out that door, I still get the nigga treatment. I don't know if I can curse on your show, but I just did, so forgive me.
No.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do what you
Yeah,
doing.
I get the nigga treatment. Like I'll give you an example, right? So my office, which is where I am now, I'm in my office. I go downstairs, right, and I'm waiting for them to bring my car up because there's a valet. I'm downtown, and this white woman comes in. She says, "Are you the valet?" And I'm sitting here in a $600 polo suit, like a polo sweatsuit, like brand new Louboutins on my feet. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, no, the valet's about to go get my Mustang, and I'm about to go. Like, are you in this building? And she's like, yeah, well, I'm showing a property here. This, that, and third. I said, oh, this must be your first time. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody will think that I'm the concierge because, you know, I'm just some dude in hip hop clothing, you know, in this building with millionaires, and they can't even process that I could be that. I'm clearly not an athlete, you know, so like that type of stuff happens. I'm the son, brother, and nephew of cops, and I still get scared every time red and blue lights come behind me on a routine traffic stop. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's really important that we have an understanding of what's out there. And so the only thing that I know that gives any type of equality is ownership.
Mm.
You can't, like, I look at these people out here, like when you see these people get canceled, they're getting canceled because they answered to some white man.
Right.
Name me one black person who got canceled that don't answer to a white man. You can't.
Not at
That's
all.
the thing. Who you gonna get to fire me? What you gonna call God?
That part.
Like,
That part.
you know what I'm saying? Like my Egyptian cotton sheets are not going to disappear because you don't like something I said because I hurt your little cartoon feelings. I want to insulate myself as much as possible because you can't stop racism, but you can sure enough buffer the fuck out that bitch.
Right.
You know,
Right.
if you don't have enough money to beat the charge, you got a problem. If you don't have enough money for insurance, you got a problem. If you don't have enough money to go ahead and tell your story in the media, you got a problem.
Right.
You know,
You definitely been on front line with a lot of the things that you've done and your contributions to the culture is just, I mean, you got a list. I wanted you to hit on one of them in particular that touched me from the jump. What you did for the young men, the organization that you put together. Can you speak on that?
yeah, I started Black Boys Win because like my good friend of mine is Beverly Bond. She's the founder of Black Girls Rock. She's also a DJ, right? And I noticed, and I have daughters. I don't have any sons. I noticed that there's never anything for Black boys, and I kept wondering why that was. And then I realized that Black people, especially Black men, have a situation where we're the engine that still feeds this machine. We're the battery, we're the plug. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to give us our freedom. They don't want to give us our education. You know, the most educated person in America is a Black woman.
Wow.
The fastest growing minority set in the C-suite, meaning CEO, CFO, CIO, CMO, are Black women. The number one group of minority businesses in this country that gets past the dreaded 18-month window of success, Black women. You know, the least educated people in America, Black men. So I realized that unless you got, like what Vicky say, you got a sling crack rock and have a wicked jump shot.
Wow.
If you're not doing one or the other, you fucked. And so my whole thing was, if I could show kids who came from the same type of slums that I came from, that this is how you do this. You know what I'm saying? If I could go into these prisons and talk to my incarcerated brothers, not about what mistakes they made, because fuck that, we all make mistakes. Some of us just made ones that don't go with the law. But at one point, it was the law to keep Black people, in their house after sunset. You know what I'm saying? So I don't judge anybody from that place. But what I do think is the bullshit they pull on us, which is you got to get out of here and in 60 days find gainful employment. You ain't gonna find no gainful employment because every application says, have you been convicted of a felony, which you can't lie on, because if you lie on it, it's a fucking felony.
Talk about it.
Right? So then they send you right back in there. You wanna know why? Because they need to keep a fresh crop of slaves. And then when they privatize them prisons, it's a whole different thing. So if I go in there and I tell you what the loophole is, which is, oh, you the prison tattoo dude. All right, cool. So here's the thing. You can go and get this grant, right? And then that grant can subsidize you getting your tattoo license. And then as long as you have all of your equipment up to code, you can have a mobile tattoo business. You see what I'm saying? And then when you get your money up, then you can rent a storefront, lease a chair, and then you get 3 other chairs, on credit, which you should be building this entire time off of your mobile tattoo business. You build out credit on yourself. You lease those 3 other chairs, and then you get 3 other people who are licensed to come in, and they either pay you booth rent or you get a piece of every tattoo that's there. Like, there's so many ways to skin the cat. If you own your own business, you are gainfully employed because you can employ yourself. And you can do that in a month. There's no convicted felon who can't come out here and start a mobile detailing business. You want to know why? There's a billion cars on the road. The end. They all got to be cleaned. I don't care in what town you're in, there's always a bougie section. You go to the bougie section, you detail them cars.
Absolutely.
There's 1,000,001 ways to do it. And so I started Black Boys Win so that we could celebrate and educate our brothers. You know what I'm saying? Who just need not a handout, but just to be pointed in the right direction. So that's why I started Black Boys Win.
So where can people find the link to get in tune with that?
Oh, blackboyswin.com.
Blackboyswin.com, and we're gonna put that in the description and everything too.
Yes,
Bear,
sir.
talk to me.
Absolutely. I know you just mentioned that Black women are some of the most educated people in the country, and also part of the C-suite. I did hear you say before that most of your employees are Black women as well,
Yes.
because a lot of your clients are Black women. How important is it for you to have Black women as employees assisting those clients that are also Black women? How important is it for the people to see people that look like them, giving them assistance?
I mean, it's critical, and I'm not going to get a sex change, Bear. So that was my only option.
That's a fact.
You gotta make sure that people can see themselves, because no matter how brilliant I am, no matter how many businesses I've built, no matter how many millions of dollars I've helped generate for my clients, I'll never know what it is to be a Black woman in business. I watched my mother as a Black woman in business. I watched my sister as a Black woman in business. I watched my wife as a Black woman in business. I've watched countless clients, but I'll never know what that is. So the only way I can supplement that is to find Black women in business who can speak to that part. I don't spend time trying to fix myself. Oh, I'm not a black woman, so I shouldn't be making all this money off of black women. Oh, yes, the hell I should, because I'm doing what their boyfriends don't do. I'm doing what their daddy should have goddamn done. So now I make sure that they have an environment where, one, they feel safe because ain't nobody trying to sleep with them. You know, number two, they feel respected and heard. And number three, they have people to support them who know what it is to be a black woman. All of my employees, with the exception of 1, 2, 3, are black women. The other 2 are black men, and my chief operating officer is British Indian.
Okay.
Yep.
Got you. Outside of kind of professional sports, if you're working for someone else, no matter how hard you work, if you work this hard one week and you work twice as hard the next week, you're probably still going to get the same pay. How important is it for people to understand when you have your own business and you work for yourself that it's a true meritocracy? The more you put in, most times, the more that you will get out of that.
As long as you got a system that works, I think it's the most important thing, Bear. Like, every day can be a payday, or every day can be a nightmare. That's completely up to you. But
Exactly.
like, there's money out here. But what happens is most people take their skills, their gifts, and their talents for granted. But you gotta know that you're never gonna work your way to CEO. If you want to be employee of the month, that means that you are the best follower. Congratulations, robot. You know, if you want to go and petition Congress for a $15 an hour minimum wage increase, guess what? Get ready for a $7 gallon of milk. Sorry. And then get ready to get fired. Because if I'm at McDonald's, and I'm not knocking anybody who works at McDonald's, if I'm at McDonald's and they say $15 an hour, then what I'm going to do is, if I got a staff of 5 on every shift, I'm going to narrow that down to 1. So 4 people lose their jobs. I get myself a flippy who can drop fries and flip burgers. And then I get myself 2 kiosks. So I've automatically eliminated everybody except for the guy who's going to make sure that Flippy don't malfunction and go all Skynet and take over the world, and then to handle the drive-through. Other than that, we don't need you. We will always innovate 10 times faster than y'all can come up with some, we got to have a $15 minimum wage. My whole thing is, why is it that you want a minimum anything? You're not better than
Right.
that? Aren't you descended from the people that built this country? Shame on you.
Now you mentioned Flippy. Is that the Miso Robotics product?
I believe so.
Okay. Thank you for bringing that up, because I actually made an investment in Miso Robotics last year during their second round of funding. So I appreciate that you know what it is, and I appreciate myself for getting in there and putting that money up. How do you feel like AI is gonna kind of change the world in the next few years?
I feel like it's critical, like right now. You know, I think that when you look at where we're going, we're not going backwards. No one's dusting off the no one is dusting off the mobile phone. I mean, dusting off the rotary phone.
Right.
Hold on. Yeah, no one's dusting off the rotary phone. No one is looking to go check out their Lycos email. They're not going to Ask Jeeves.
At
You
all.
know, when the last time you tried to pick up a shorty on Black Planet?
Not never.
The internet does not goes backwards, it goes forwards. So as long as you understand that, there's no issue.
Facts.
You know, so I think it's critical. I think that if you're not innovating, you need to get with people who are innovating and invest in them.
Right. Right. Go ahead, Wolf. What you got?
Bully just dropped a whole new program. He's made himself accessible. You can access this man for a super affordable rate right now. Like, I don't know a company that can afford to miss the opportunity. Dave, can you talk about what you just did, the new program you just put out?
Well, I think it's so critical that here's the thing, right? I got inspired by my 5-year-old. And when I say that, I mean absolutely no disrespect. I get inspired by my 5-year-old because, you know, she's always curious and she always wants to know something. And then once she knows it, she'll run with it. So now, if I make this thing accessible to most, because most people don't have my $30,000 to invest in my mastermind with all the bells and whistles and the staff and all the stuff that we do. Like I mean, it's a comprehensive program and it's worth every penny at 30,000. It's about to go to 50. But
definitely
here, thank you, brother. Wolf's in the program. The thing of it is, I need people who look like me to stop saying, oh, if I just had the money. You know what they sound like to me? They sound like the Scarecrow serenading Dorothy. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I never thought before. And then I'd sit and think some more. Like, if you only had a brain, if I only had $1, then at Dave I would holler, I get out from the rain. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm a moron and I'm really simply boring because I just don't have a brain. Like, come on, man. Like, so now if I told you that I can help you get your business at least to 5 figures for $25.25 a week, you ain't got no arguments. That's literally $5.05 a day. You spend that on lunch and still need more money. So now I'm giving you a digital university that has so much information jam-packed in it, right? I'm giving you weekly, I'm giving you weekly check-ins. I'm giving you a private group. I'm giving you teachings. I'm giving you celebrity guest events. I'm doing checkup calls. Like, we're literally helping you grow and answering your questions, and we're not holding back, because here's the thing: if I get you to 100,000, then you have the money to invest 30 and taking your situation to the next level. So I'm playing chess out here. I'm incubating my next clients as opposed to running a bunch of Facebook ads to find them right now. Wow. I'm making sure that when I die, my kids will be able to have clients come through, and I have my property set up in such a way that folks can go and license it, because that's what the Carnegie family did. You understand what I'm saying? That's what Dr. Wayne Dyer's family did. Like, you got to make sure that you're setting your folks up for success. So I'm trying to bring as many people up with me as possible. Now you ain't got no excuses. Oh, money's a problem. Now money ain't a problem.
That's powerful. And I just want to add in to what Dave is doing, the coaching staff that he has. And this, you know what I'm saying? This is like the X-Men, and then he's Professor X, you know what I'm saying? It's like crazy, the coaching staff. So I'm really urging anybody that hear this to definitely get involved. You know what I'm saying? You want to take part in that. So I appreciate you expounding on that, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So go to bully101.com and just check it out. Not to mention, we're not just doing business stuff, because you can get business stuff anywhere, but no, like, when you get into entrepreneurship, nobody tells you how mentally draining and fucked up it is. Nobody tells you how lonely it is. Nobody tells you how depressing it is. You put all this work into something and it don't sell, and you can't figure out why. What's your next move then? You can't call mom and them because she don't get it. You know what I'm saying? My brother, a cop, he don't know that. He be like, yo, like, he was like, I don't get why you're doing all that. And then I showed him my bank statement. He said, can I retire now? I'm like, not yet. I'll let you know. But not yet. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a different type of vibe. He don't get it, because he had to take a different path. And that's cool. And so I'm trying to educate the people who want this, who say that they want to break free from their situations. And if you can't do it for $25.25 a week, then you don't want to do it. You need to stay right in that cubicle and be okay with it. But I don't want to hear no complaints. I don't want to hear nobody didn't come back from you. You know, oh, no, nobody care about me. You done left the hood, this, that, and the third. Yes, because y'all still the copper out of my fucking house. Yeah, I left. The fuck? I'm gonna have my fucking car on blocks to prove some type of moral point to your bitch ass. If you're not feeding, fucking, or financing me, I ain't trying to hear shit you gotta say.
Oh, wow, we spicy.
That part.
Like, no, like, you ain't got shit to tell me, homie. Listen, I'm gonna do what I can to make it easy for you, but you got to start making it easy on yourself. And so we talk about self-awareness in Bully 101 because, like, and I was saying this on another program, like, I know I'm an asshole, Bear.
Me too.
You don't know, I'm a good dude. I'm a good man. I am not a nice man. And I think
So
people
what?
need to understand the difference. I don't need to be nice.
They're
I
not
don't need to
mutually
skin and grin
exclusive.
for you. No, they're not.
And
But
I
people
understand
don't
that
catch
completely.
that. Yeah, because listen, bro.
I'm
I
an
knew you
asshole
was
too.
See,
I don't give a fuck.
I knew my people.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
It is what
I
it
love
is.
it. Listen, I know assholes.
Yeah.
And bruh,
Straight like that. Straight
straight
like
like that. How do you sleep at
damn.
night on Egyptian?
Well.
Yo, can I tell you something? Have you ever seen The Ladies Man?
Yes, a long time
Tim
ago.
Meadows, one of my favorite movies. When he goes and he gets the suit. I have a couch. It's German chocolate. Each pillow is filled with nothing but goose down. So if I hit you with this fucking pillow, feathers gonna fly like on TV. So I need you to understand that I don't give a fuck comfortably. I sleep so. Do you know how good goose down pillows are to your face?
I actually do.
Bro.
Niceness.
Don't I look happy?
My thread count high too, brother.
Yo, can we talk
My
about
thread count high too, brother. It's high. I'm not sleeping on that 450, 500 thread count shit.
No,
Can't do it. That's cardboard on my skin.
Bro, I don't know nothing
skin,
about
bro.
Me too.
I got sensitive skin.
Can't have that.
Hey,
It
man.
don't work for me, bro.
We got
Egyptian
some real kings in here, y'all.
It don't work for me, bro.
The vibe.
And real shit, I had to walk
Man.
away from my job, right? I had to because they kept doing shit like, hey, did you get this done? Of course I got it fucking done. That's my job. How about you shut the fuck up and let me do it how I want to do it? I'm not gonna do it how you tell me to do it, but it's gonna get fucking done. It's gonna get done well. Fuck off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was coming. But they're like, hey, you're a little fuck you. You're a little bitch. That's what the fuck it is. You know what? Fuck y'all niggas. I'm out. I'm going.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And that
actually
was one of the
fired
best
your
things
boss.
I ever fucking did.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, absolutely. He had to get the fuck from around me, man.
Yeah. Manhood is looked upon as a weapon to them. It's a threat to their very existence because they ain't got no balls, and they expect you to just be like, "Okay, balls." You know,
yes, massa. Yes, massa.
I've known that 1 and 3 equals 4, but you want me to do 2s and 2s. So I was going to do 2s and 2s. Bitch, do I look like Jar Jar Binks to you? And Misa Jar Jar Binks. Misa do it the way you say, massa. No. Fuck that. So I have my attitude. I'll be the abrasive person you say that I am. I'll be the person that's intimidating because I got a loud booming voice. You know where I got my loud booming voice? You know where I take my loud booming voice right now, Bear?
To your office where you at?
Well,
and then back to your crib?
Yeah, and then all the way to the bank.
Oh, that's a fact. Gotta stop by there.
Yeah, man. I mean, real rap. And when I stop by there, it's so nice. They have a cup of coffee for me. And
it's Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson, how are you?
Absolutely.
How are you? You know, the bank manager comes out to shake my hand and whatnot, like I'm Scrooge fucking McDuck.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I'll have my attitude, and I'm not meant to be a drone. You ever see the movie Ants?
Yep.
I want every black man. I don't care if you're a thug. I don't care if you rob liquor stores. I don't care if you pimping. You need to spend 2 hours watching Ants, and you will see what happens when somebody deviates from the plan. How everybody hates it. That ant was a black man, because that literally is how black people, are treated when you start to do anything that is outside of the norm. So you can demonize me if you want to. Fuck you. I'm Dave Anderson, bitch. I took a plain ass fucking name and made it mean something. Fuck you.
Now, while you saying that, Dave, when did you find yourself to be the business bully? When did you tap into who that is? And what was that day like?
Wow. They say, there's only 2 important days in a man's life: the day he's born and the day he finds out why. And depending on when I tell the story, they're all true. It just depends on how I feel in the moment. But I think the moment I realized that I was getting fucked, I I something just I like to see. You know how there's a switch you have just as a protective mechanism? I think our parents put it like right in the back of the neck. It's a switch where you go to work and you act like you have some sense, and then you turn that shit off like, shit, fuck them motherfuckers. I hate that fucking job. Well, I found out that I was making my company $25,000 a day by doing my radio show, and I was barely making $30,000 a year.
Oh yeah, fuck off.
And I was like, fuck y'all motherfuckers. Then I come to find out the only reason that this radio company had hired me was because I was whipping on their radio station's ass in another market. So they took me into a bigger market where they had a radio station to get me out of that market. You know what I'm saying? And then like they never valued me, but the second I left, the station crashed. So like, fuck motherfuckers. When you start to realize your value and you realize how much you make, most people will walk around, and y'all know I'm telling the truth. Most people walk around, I make $35 an hour. Well, bitch, how much revenue are you generating that they can afford to pay you $35 an hour and not bat an eye? You dumb bitch. You know what I'm saying? You're impressed by the wrong things. You're not doing the right math.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
if
saying?
They giving you that money, they making 4-5 times as much off your ass.
That's right.
And you better believe that shit.
At least. And that's why they can afford to get you a margarita machine every quarter when you hit that bonus. And that
the fucking omelet bars and shit.
Yo, they love the omelet bar, right?
I swear to God, they love them. You know I'm speaking facts. I done worked at so many companies with the fucking omelet bar. Keep that shit. Just double my salary, man. Matter of fact, fuck off. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I got my own omelets, homie.
Exactly. I cook my ass off. I'm fat, man. Fuck you. Never trust a skinny chef either. Never trust a skinny chef.
Yeah, that's some weird shit.
For
How
real.
you cook all damn day?
The omelet bar, man. The omelet bar.
Hey, Wolf, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I know what's going on.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Them fucking omelet bars. That's how you know you working for them people. That's how you know.
Dazzle you with that bullshit.
The omelet bar with the fucking spinach and the feta cheese and shit. That's the shit right there. They love that shit. Bro, I'm telling you, I be knowing.
You ain't lying.
That's why I never said nothing to you before. I done seen you in DG class a couple times and shit. I done seen you around. I ain't even say shit. I just sat in the back. I said, nah, one day we gonna cross paths and shit, and it's gonna be fine.
I love it.
But that day wasn't the day. You know what I'm saying?
Understand. It wasn't the day. Now
exactly.
It's the day.
Big facts.
Yeah, man. Facts. So I knew at that moment that I was never going to fit in. And I'm gonna tell you that the fucked up thing is, you know how they say like right before you die, your life flashes before your face. Mm-hmm. I realized all these moments where I was trying to fit in and everybody was trying to make me feel like I was the problem or I was some type of oddball. It's not that. It's just that I was born to stand out, and these motherfuckers was born to be average, and that's not my fault. Maybe if your parents could do something other than get together and fuck, maybe, you know what I mean, they read a book, maybe that would have been in your genetic code. I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. All I know is I was destined for greatness. Sorry.
How the fuck would I want to fit in when I could stand out?
That's the whole gag, but that's how the system is set up. And when my life flashed before my face, Bear, I realized that that's the fucking gag. It's not the prison industrial system that is the biggest threat to black men. It's the need to be cool to impress motherfuckers that they keep shoving down our throat.
Hold the fucking noise. Can you repeat that? Hold on. Just if I was DJ Drama or whoever one of them fancy ass DJs in my shit, please say that shit again, Dave.
It's the prison industrial complex is not the biggest threat to black men. The biggest threat to black men is the need to be cool that has been drilled into your very existence from the day that you were born. You see what I'm saying? And they do it so subconsciously. Listen, I've been in rooms, bro. I swear, I won't tell you what rooms, but you can gather from what I'm saying where I'm talking about. I've been in rooms where I'm like, yo, this mother, I'll give you one. I was talking to some music executives at Jive Records at the time. Jive don't exist no more, so I ain't got to tell you who the fuck it was. But I was like, I said, somebody in my office had that R. Kelly tape. I saw that shit. It was damning. And this motherfucker says to me, Dave, by the time this goes to trial, if this goes to trial, we're going to put out so many hits, niggas going to dance, he going to walk. I'm like, this nigga put in his face. He peed. He was like, trust me, watch what I say. That was one example. Another example was when I was at a company that decided that for March Madness, they wanted to do a bracket challenge, which is a common thing to do, you know, basketball bracket challenge. But they wanted to do a bracket challenge about who had the fattest ass.
What?
They want to do a bracket challenge on. They wanted to do what they were calling ass brackets, and there were sisters in the room, and they were uncomfortable, but they didn't say nothing. And the white people were like, "Oh yeah, we do ass brackets." So I said, "Whoa." I'm like, "You gonna piss off your core audience by reducing them to their asses? Oh, loosen up. They'll just take selfies and it'll be great. You got a better money making idea?"
And a whole segment of your staff that could fuck around and sue the fuck out you.
Right. And they said, "Well, do you have a better idea that can make some money?" I said, "Yeah, here's what you're going to do." I said, if you do the research, you actually look at the numbers, you will realize that our number one listener is usually a 27-year-old on average who has at least one child. So, and she's single. So what we need to do is celebrate single moms and have a sexy single moms contest, right? And I'm like, Barbara, you go get Zales and you go get her a diamond necklace. Stacy, you go ahead and you hit that spa up and you get her and spa treatments for her and for her girlfriends. You, who's got Normandy Lexus, you go ahead and you get her a fucking Lexus and you make all these motherfuckers pay for that shit. And then we just run sponsorships not only online, but every hour pushing that contest, and then have a page dedicated to them online for everything that they're contributing. And then we let the audience choose, who's the best mom based on not their picture, but the story that's attached to their pictures. Congratulations. I just made y'all a good $250,000 in 3 minutes.
Fire. And it was fire.
Yeah. And they're still doing it to this day, some 11 years later. And I mean, that's the thing. And then the other part of it, right, is when you are a Black man, again, I've never been a Black woman in business, so I don't know. But when you're a Black man, they will take your ideas, tell you that you didn't come up with it after they told you that your idea is stupid, and then run with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you got to be prepared for all of that type of dumb shit. So when you realize that cool is dictated by a bunch of stuffy white folks, and all they want is your money. You like Jordans on a Saturday? I gotta have you and I cannot wait. Like that type of shit. Really? So once
Michael Jordan does not love you. Anybody listening to this shit, he don't give a fuck about you. And I know he ain't never paid none of your bills.
Not near one.
So y'all go ahead and figure that shit out.
Right. But y'all done paid all of his.
All of them.
And that's
his kids.
Forever. So my whole thing,
that shit.
I'm not here for your traditions. I'm not here for what you think I should be doing. I'm here for what I'm actually doing. And if you don't like it, well, suck a dick.
A bag of them.
That's it. But I determine what's cool. If I like something, I like something. You know what I'm saying? And I like it because I like it, not because somebody told me to like it. You know what I'm saying? I like what the fuck I like. I like what looks good on me. I like what's comfortable. I like what makes me look slimmer than I actually am.
I got to get the Wolf and Sheeps on you. I got to get you the fit. I got to get a fit over there to you.
I need a fit. Where that?
Say no more. Say no more.
My man.
Hey, business bully say he be over there drinking that fat-free water, bro.
Right now.
In case y'all ain't remember, when y'all go to the store, look for the fat-free water, though. That's the one you want.
Fat-free water. Matter of fact, April 15th, drinkfatfreewater.com is launching.
Sweet.
Say that. I should have known.
Oh, there's a reason. Like, if you pay attention, and that's the thing. I don't understand why motherfuckers ain't caught on to the formula yet. I will go on TV and say some shit just to drop it, just so that I know in 6 months when I'm launching something else, I can go back and grab that clip. I'm Easter egging these motherfuckers.
See, I took a film class my senior year of high school, and they told me, listen to everything they say in the movie and everything they show you. Because good movies, at least, good directors, good producers, they're not showing you or telling you anything for no reason in the movie. It's going to come back later. That's what good marketers do as well. As soon as I heard you say fat-free water, I knew it was something coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, I was watching Romeo Must Die, and Isaiah Washington said that shit to Anthony Anderson, and I lost my. He said, "You may get you some fucking fat-free water." I was like, and I'd seen the movie before, but I never. I was like, "Motherfucker, I wonder if there's a fat-free water." I'm like, if not, I'm gonna start that shit. And so I went. I did the fucking education, decided what I was gonna do. Said, boom, boom, boom. fat-free water. Motherfuckers gonna drink that shit too.
That's a fact.
That's it.
April 15th. You heard it here first. Well, I don't know if we first,
15th.
but shit.
You know, it
you
is.
heard it
It's
here.
the first time I've ever announced it publicly.
Well, that's what's up. We got an exclusive for y'all last. Fatfreewater.com on April 15th. There you go.
Yeah. Drinkfatfreewater.com.
Drinkfatfreewater.com. Don't worry about it. We're going to get it right in the description.
Yes, sir.
Say less. I do it myself, so it's definitely going to be right.
Boom, boom. I love it.
Mr. Dave, it's always a pleasure to get with you, and I'm real respectful of your time because you do a lot for a lot of people, and, you know, can't slow your emotion down, but we appreciate you stopping in on this and blessing us with the game, and hopefully this going to impact more than just what we got from it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to reach our listeners, and it's going to make some ground shake.
Yeah, man. I tell you this, brother. I love and appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I love what you guys are doing here. I love that y'all are so raw and so real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love to see shows like this because it's important that we're all represented. You know what I'm saying? Not just the hoity-toity motherfuckers with the cardigans and shit. Not just my extra loud ass, but like everybody. You know what I'm saying? So they can see that like we're diverse and we're creative, and what we bring to this world is amazing and it's phenomenal. So I'm honored that you guys gave me the platform to come run my mouth and talk my shit. But I want everybody, you too, I want you to get your ass over to bully101.com. You know what I mean? Sign up, because if you pay for the whole year, instead of paying $1,212 for the whole year, you'll pay $647 for the whole year for a limited time only. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to pay for the whole year, you can pay $647. If not, you can do $101 a month, and it is the best $101 you have ever spent on a coaching program. Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, Dave, again, gratitude. We definitely appreciate you coming out, spending some time with us, giving it up for the people, man.
Thank you, man. It's an honor. Thank you so much for having me.
No doubt.
All right, big bro, in a minute.
My man. Peace.
What's this, Bill?
You already know what it is. It's been another episode of the Hunting Season Podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We up out of here, man. Facts.